into our calculator just like we did with our linear, the data we thought was linear, like you see the scatter plots that are still up, some of them from before. We put that data into the calculator after we made our scatter plot by hand. So you guys basically made a scatter plot on the wall with tape. Okay, you saw it. Now we're going to make that scatter plot in our calculator to be able to run some tests on it. So you can see the measurements written down back there. So in your calculator, we want to enter those into the lists. So the way that we're going to do that, just a reminder, all right, is we're going to go Stat, and we're going to choose Edit, and we're going to enter the data into the list, okay? So take a minute to get all the data points into the list. We're using our horizontal position is the X value. Our vertical position was the Y value. Okay, the X's were in inches. The Y's were in centimeters. All right. So once you've entered everything in your list, we want to look at the scatter plot on the calculator. So just a reminder of how to do that. First, go into your y equals menu and clear out anything else that might be in there, because if we only want to look at the scatter plot of our data, we don't want to see anything else randomly going through. So make sure that there's no quadratics or anything else being graphed in there where it says y equals. Okay. Once you have cleared everything out of there, you're going to go to second y equals, and that takes you to the stat plot. And remember, that's every time we want to plot our data in a scatter plot. Go into one of the plots by pressing enter on it, and then you want to press enter on the word on so that it's turned on instead of off. You want to make sure it's a scatter plot. I used list 1 and list 2. Those two lists should be whichever list your data was in. And then however you want it to mark it. Once it's turned on, we're going to see that on the calculator. And if we already cleared out everything else, we're not going to see anything else. So we're good to graph. The only thing is, we want the best viewing window possible. The calculator does that for us by zooming to our data with that stat zoom. So if we go to zoom and choose choice 9, which is zoom stat, then you'll see a scatter plot of the data that we collect.